The highest form of human intelligence is to observe yourself without judgment. Jiddu Krishnamurti. In moments when our inner strength fails us, we tend to reach not for courage or curiosity, but for belief. And this reaching, this desperate clinging, reveals more than we might want to admit. It's not belief that makes us strong, rather, it is often a sign that our will is tired, that our confidence has collapsed, and we need something, anything, to command us, to structure the chaos we fear within and around us. Belief becomes a substitute for inner authority. It arrives not as a gift of wisdom, but as a crutch for our inability to walk freely through uncertainty. We do not believe because we are wise, we believe because we are weary. And when the will is weak, when we lack the power to navigate life ourselves, we seek someone or something to guide us. A doctrine, a nation, a priest, a guru, a symbol of order that can momentarily silence the disorder within. What we call belief is often the mind's gasp for control. And the tighter we cling, the more distorted our vision becomes. Like a lens smeared with fingerprints, beliefs color what we see and warp how we relate to the world. We think we're seeking truth, but in reality, we're chasing comfort. And yet, most will push back against this. We must believe in something, they say. To live without belief is to be lost. But is that really true? There is a profound difference between belief and acceptance, one that is rarely acknowledged. Belief asserts, it clutches and proclaims. Acceptance, however, yields. It observes quietly and honestly, without needing to transform the unknown into something familiar and safe. To accept is not to deny reality, but to bow to it, not in defeat, but in reverence. Acceptance doesn't demand certainty. It doesn't shout. It doesn't conquer. Instead, it gently nods at life's ambiguity and says, "So be it." It does not seek refuge in dogma, but finds peace in not knowing. The person who accepts the limits of their knowledge is far more grounded than the one who declares certainty in the face of the unknowable. Belief tends to deceive us, to shelter us from discomfort, even if that means lying to ourselves. It resists opposing truths. It builds walls. Acceptance opens windows. It allows paradox. It permits silence. We see this everywhere. Most of us accept death, but many believe in an afterlife. One is an acknowledgement of experience, the other a narrative spun to ease the fear. Belief offers a soothing story. Acceptance offers clarity. There's a hidden violence in belief, a need to exclude, to reject alternatives, to say, this alone is true, and render all else false. But life doesn't speak in absolutes. The more we insist we are right, the more brittle our thinking becomes. The more we accept the shifting ground beneath us, the freer we become. To believe is to wrap chains around your mind. To accept is to walk barefoot across the earth, knowing it may cut, knowing it may heal. Even the language we use reveals the weight of belief. The word conviction shares its roots with ideas of imprisonment, conquest, and submission. When we are convinced, it is as though something outside of us has entered and taken hold, pushing out doubt, pushing out freedom. We have been conquered, not by truth, but by our need to cling to something solid. This is the tragedy of fanaticism. Not that the fanatic believes too deeply, but that he must believe, because he cannot stand alone in the face of uncertainty. His belief is not strength, but surrender. His certainty is not clarity, but fear dressed up in dogma. To move beyond this, we must cultivate what Nietzsche called the free spirit, the person who is not bound by inherited beliefs or unquestioned traditions. The free spirit is not empty, but open, not passive, but perceptive. They do not reject life's mysteries with declarations of belief, but engage them with sincere curiosity and quiet reverence. This doesn't mean we should never speak of our views, but we should speak of them as acceptances, not prescriptions. Share what you have seen, what you have felt, what you have come to hold gently in your hands. Do not insist others must hold it too. Belief demands allegiance. Acceptance invites exploration. In the end, every ideology, every flag, every cause that insists on belief asks us to trade our sight for a story. It demands that we see the world through its eyes alone. But a liberated mind, a mind that truly sees, walks away from belief not into nihilism, but into freedom, into a deeper connection with life as it is, not as we wish it to be. Perhaps what we need is not more believers, but more witnesses, those who look without needing to declare, who accept without needing to impose, who live not from fear of the unknown, but from peace within it. Let us, then, begin the gentle work of releasing our beliefs, not in bitterness, but in clarity. Let them fall away like old garments. Let us return to the world with open hands and a quiet mind, not to conquer it, but to be with it, fully, honestly, and freely.